Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this new webinar. Hello, Sebastien.
Hello, Sonia. Good morning, merchants.
How are
I'm
you
very,
this morning?
I'm very
So,
excited.
yes, me too, because today is an international webinar, although
It
we
is.
all going to be doing it in English because we don't speak all these different languages. But we have people from Spain, from Czech Republic, from UK as well,
Yep.
from Germany, Sweden, and Italy.
Italy. Yep.
And I think we do have somebody from France as well, who
That's
speaks
correct.
French, I guess. So welcome everyone to this. Well, it's going to be the last webinar of this year. So and we're going to be talking about segmentation. Who's going to
Yes.
become your secret weapon to
And
manage your PrestaShop store?
and it's our favorite tool, by the way.
Oh yes, we
Very
do like a
powerful.
bit of segmentation for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
We love it.
So I'm just going to put the second slide, but we're just going to wait a second for everybody to arrive. Uh, well, it's just,
It's
we know
just
you know
us,
Sebastien and you know myself as well. So
as beautiful as we are.
yeah, we do have also Jenny, who's working in the customer success team as well, who's on the session as well, who will be able to eventually answer your question through the chat. Do know that she's present here,
Yep.
invisible, but she's here on the chat.
She's with
So
us.
we're gonna be.
Bonjour, Lawrence.
Ah, bon, bonjour Laurence. On peut parler aussi français, mais je pense qu'on aura un petit peu de mal quand même.
Oh, I believe Lawrence is English, but he just said bonjour in the chat, which is
Yeah.
funny.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's nice. Thank you. Um, so today is going to be segmentation, but Sebastian's going to take over to talk a little bit about Store Commander, just do a review for
Yep.
those who don't know that was Store Commander. We're just going to do a recap of what Store Commander is. So
We'll
over to
just
you,
do a
Sebastian.
small recap. Yep, thank you, Sonia. So, what's Store Commander? Well, basically, it is a back office module that allow you guys to manage your day-to-day activities in a more efficient way. It has an ergonomic interface that allows you to take back control of your data, and you will be able to do many things thanks to its functionalities. It will also allow you to save time because you can edit product in bulk, etc., etc. I think we can just pass on to the next slide. Yeah, thanks, Sonia.
You're welcome.
So, like we say, we simplify complexity, which is a bit weird, but we simplify
But it's,
complexity. And
but it's
how?
true.
But it's true, exactly. And
Mhm.
how do we achieve that? Well, first of all, thanks to its data mass management tool and functionalities, you will be able to create and manage your catalog in bulk. And by catalog, we mean products, orders, customers. You can also work on your images, prices, features, all everything you can think of, basically. The second point is the CSV file import and export tool. Those tools are fully customizable, so you decide what you want to extract from your catalog, from your store, and what you want to import, either to apply changes to products or to create new references. It is a very, very useful tool. The third point is the product discount setup. Within Store Commander interface, you have a dedicated panel in which you can schedule your prices and promotions. You can visualize, and it is very important, you can visualize and control your margins. You can also round up your prices and all of that in bulk in order,
Mhm.
obviously, to save your time.
Mhm.
And last but not least, we will be seeing the multi-store management. With Store Commander, we believe that working in bulk has never been that easier, especially in multi-store environments.
Mhm.
You can share your product information, categories, features between each and every shops. You can customize each store, and you can do almost everything you can think of. Again,
That's right. Yeah, thank you, Sebastien.
It
This is
is.
a bonus we refer to when we speak about Store Commander, but obviously there's a lot more you can do with like orders and everything else because we're connected to your PrestaShop database. So we can read information and we're going to be able to read and modify it as you wish.
Yep.
So that's going to be very simple. And then this is why we simplify the complexity because the PrestaShop store is very complex. There's a lot of information. And we're providing the tools for you to make that management easier.
Yep.
So one thing we didn't say at the beginning is that the replay of the webinar will be available at the end of the session, of course. But this is going to be today about segmentation. And on those 4 points, I'm just going to go on the next slide. We do have 2 types of subscription plans because we have the basic of Store Commander, which is like catalog, orders, and customers. But since we've been working with PrestaShop for over 15 years, we've had time to develop a lot of other things that we have included in your Store Commander, and they will be included in the Plus plans. And the first one that is included in the Plus plan is that segmentation tool we're going to be talking about today, which is beautiful. But you can also customize your interface as well as the import and export by integrating custom fields. So if you install a module or your agency adds some custom fields in your PrestaShop, you can integrate them into your Store Commander. So you can deal and manage all these fields within your Store Commander as well. There are a couple of tools to export orders and customers data in bulk. So you can do that within the interface, but if you do it in bulk with more data, you can export that onto a CSV file. So that's quite useful. And we also have tools to improve your images, which is compressing images, which is like quite important for your shop. And we have a little tool within Store Commander as well to cut out your images. But you can resize them as well, add a little shadow, etc. It's a little
Editing tool, basically. Yeah.
For your images. So these are the main advantages of the Plus plan. But of course, there are a lot more. There's a PDF catalog. There's an affiliation program. There's a lot of different information. So if you want to know more about these tools, don't hesitate to contact us. You have the little red bubble at the bottom right of your screen, whether you're on our website or on your Store Commander interface. So don't hesitate to use it to send us messages if you want to know more about these other tools within the your Store Commander. And we also work with like partners. So we have web agencies, but we also have like we call them technical partners, such as Advanced Search. So some of them probably use it already. We work with Everypart as well. They refer to
product compatibilities.
Yeah, product compatibilities. We work also with Motive, who's working on, and they provide a search engine for your website. Very good. And we also have the Upseller. So this is a French company as well who work with. They will help you enrich your data, descriptions, features, etc., using the AI. So there's going to be also another tool within your Store Commander. You can select your product and send it to Upseller. They will do all the work to improve your information on your products.
Yep.
So the Plus plan is obviously a bonus for you because you have a lot more to do and you're going to be able to do a lot more with your shop, which is at the end of the day just to make more money anyway, because we're going to provide tools that will help you manage all this side of the PrestaShop store.
That's correct. And if you don't have it yet, you should have a look into it.
Yeah. And if you don't have a Plus plan yet, you can also test all these tools by creating a live demo.
Yep, I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Website afterwards. Well, Sebastien will probably send you the link in the chat. What we forgot to say as well, we're going to do a demo, of course, of the segmentation tools today. At the end of it, or in the meantime, we can always ask you questions. So you have either the chat, but you have the question tab at the bottom right of your screen. So don't hesitate to ask questions on this tab, and we'll be replying and answering, showing if we need to show how to. Don't hesitate to ask those questions in the questions tab bottom right, and then we show that afterwards.
Yeah. And so
So
on to the next slide, I guess. And what
yeah.
we'll see today.
Mhm.
Well, first of all, we will see how to identify and complete missing product data, such as images, descriptions, EAN, and so on. After that, we will see on how to. My bad. We will see and feel. Wow, I
We're
cannot
going to be
speak.
close to it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
will see how the segmentation tool works and what you
yeah,
can do with it, which is mainly identifying missing information
yeah.
or filter the information by features or attributes or manufacturers in order to do an action behind, like adding to a category, adding more features, do some statistics or marketing actions by getting all the list of customers who bought a specific product, for example. There's a lot of things because again, we're connected to your database. So we have visibility on products, orders, and customers.
Mhm.
And segmentation will help you obtain a specific information, product, orders, or customers in your Store Commander interface without having to export, analyze your CSV. We do that in Store Commander only. So it's going to be, we listed a few examples, but
Yeah.
possibility are really endless because you can group one segment with another, or you can exclude, include, or you can do just about everything with the
Yep.
segmentation tool. That's why we love it so much.
It's a very powerful tool.
Yeah.
There's almost no limit for it.
So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to switch the slide and I'm going to open up a PrestaShop store. So I'm on the PrestaShop 1.7, but we're compatible from 1.6.1 up to the latest 8, sorry. PrestaShop 9 is not yet ready. It's going to come, but it's not ready yet. So it's up to the 8.2 or 8.3. I can't remember the exact version number.
Number. Mhm.
This one is a 178. So when you have Store Commander, it's accessible in the modules menu. So I'm just going to open my Store Commander. And I'm going to switch it to English because I've got it in French. I've got multiple languages, but I'm just going to switch it in English for this webinar. So the segmentation, the segments are, so I created some this morning. These are the segments, the little blue folders under your categories. They act a bit like categories because there are products in them, okay? But there are products in them that have a specific criteria, okay? In categories, you just add like your cushions in the cushions and the bedrooms in bedrooms, etc., manually. The segment, although you have manual segments, but the automatic segments allow you to recover or regroup products in the same place, the segment, that has a specific criteria.
Mhm.
And the criteria are like, there's loads of them. So the tool is accessible in the tools menu here, segmentation. And you have, so there are two columns, the list of all your segments that you can create. And then if you create, like, for example, here I created a segment. And on the right-hand side, you've got the configuration of that segment, which is where do you want the segment? In catalog for the products, in the order interface, or in the customer interface. Okay, so here it's in the catalog, but I can change it if I want, or I can create a new one. And then you've got the criteria. The criteria is on the segment type. And as you can see, when I open the list, I've got quite a few options.
Yep.
Okay, so in this example, I want to find all the products that use a specific feature, which is a color white. Okay, because I will need to find all these products that has that specific feature because I want to add a promotion, a discount on them. But all these products are dispatches a bit everywhere in my categories, and I don't even know which product are using this feature. So therefore, I'm creating a segment and I'm asking Store Commander, please add me all the products using that specific features in that segment. This is automatic. So when I save it, okay, and now I do have, if I close the window, now if I refresh here, I've got a feature here. Oh, that was red, but it's white.
It
It's
doesn't
just a
matter.
title. I
Yep.
can rechange it. It doesn't matter. I just take I did use red, but it doesn't matter. And now I've got all the products that uses the feature white. I can check. I can go to features on the right hand side, colors, white. Okay,
Mhm.
so I do have all of these. They do use white as a
White.
feature. Okay, I can check, but I mean, I trust Store Commander blindfolded. I know it's doing its job properly, and therefore, because now I have all these products in one place, I can select them all and do my action in bulk. So the action
Mhm.
can be, well, I need to add the warranty. I'm going to put the composition here. I'm going to put leather, for example. I can complete those products with more features, or I can simply add them to another category, for example, because all these features need to go into Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
Or I can create a discount
Promotion. Mhm.
specific prices. So I create the specific price, click on the plus, and I would be creating the same promotion, but only 190 products in just
Mhm.
one action. So the action behind it can be X, Y, Z. It depends on what you want to do. The principle of that is just to gather those specific products in one place for you to do those actions.
Yep.
So you can, this is an example, but if I go back to the segmentation tool, just to show you again the list of specific type. So this one is specific features. I can do the specifics,
Career.
carrier, supplier, manufacturer, tag. We have something as well to rework your prices to show the product with a low specific low selling price. I'm just going to do that one. Just create one. So it's automatic.
Automatic.
I'm just going to say low price.
Mhm.
It's going to be the catalog because I'm working on products for for this one. So I've got my low price segment here, and my type is product with
Low selling price. Yeah.
price. I'm
I
just going to
think
use
it was above. Yeah.
the filter. It's going to be quicker. Okay, product with too low selling price, and here I'm going to put the threshold of my margin. So I
Mhm.
want to show everything that's under 10% margin. Okay, active, inactive product. I'm just going to take all of them. And again, this is an automatic segment. So now Store Commander will, if I refresh my structure here, I've got my low price. And when I click on it, I can see all the products that has a margin under 10%.
And this is why it is such a powerful tool, because within seconds you can find out products with low selling prices, products with specific features, etc. It is just stunning.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so this is just one example, but you can obviously, use the segmentation for all of your needs. But this one is good as well because we help you do more than just, adding products to a category or making promotions.
Mhm.
So you can rework your prices. The goal is to have a product with all the information that you need, so that when a customer goes on your product page, then the only thing he needs to do is to add to cart and
Mhm.
then place his order. So that is really a useful tool to have. The other good one, so that is about prices, but we talked about having all the information on your products. Okay. So because you have like hundreds, thousands of products, you're not always aware of, yes, I've got a reference everywhere, description. Yeah, maybe there are some products that are missing a description in Spanish, for example, etc., etc. So again, if you wanted to know if all your products had have a barcode,
Mhm.
that's going to be a bit difficult because you can do, but you will need to do, for example, a CSV export of
Export.
all
Yeah.
the products with no barcodes. So you have a file that you need to scroll and filter in your Excel to have only the products with no barcodes, and then add the barcodes. But you're in Excel, you're not on your shop.
And
So
that would
once
be
you've done that on Excel,
time-consuming.
you need to import to apply that information. Okay, that's feasible. You can export, import, no problem. If you want to work faster, you can use that segmentation. You can ask Store Commander to add products that have a specific information, but you can ask Store Commander by creating a segment to show you and list the product that have a missing information. And I did one here. No barcodes, the EAN13 code. So the type is product empty field. And here I've got a list of like a lot of empty fields. I can check the products that have no name in a specific language because I've got different languages. So pretty good for my translations. Reference, description. This one is the barcode. But I've got meta title, manufacturers, suppliers, everything. Okay? So you've got no excuses. You can create all your segments for missing information, so you know that all your products don't have missing information. Okay. So this one for the barcode. So I'm closing this. Again, I simply need to click on this, and I have all the products on my shop that don't have a barcode. I can create a view. I think it's called Bob, because Bob is my colleague who needs to enter all the barcode. So I just tell Bob, click on the segment called No EAN13 and enter all the barcodes on those products. And he will enter the barcodes, blah, 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 enter. And because automatic is dynamic, this product onto which I added the barcode is no longer a product with no barcode. Therefore, it will disappear from my list. Okay. If you add new products tomorrow and some don't have a barcode, it will appear in that segment. So you don't need to rerun an export or an import. You just simply click on the segment. So that's pretty useful for your organization. Is fantastic. So you can do everything that you need. You can. This is like a structure like your category. It has no impact on your shop, nor in your back office. It's only within Store Commander. So you can organize your segment. You've got the home segment here, and then you can organize your segment. Like for example, here I created a segment to check where I've put at I added all the segment with missing information, but I only put the example of like the barcode and description in Spanish. So these are all the products that don't have a description in Spanish. So I can go into the descriptions afterwards and go into my Spanish. And indeed, I'm missing a translation here in Spanish in a description. So I can again ask my colleague, I don't know, Natalie,
John,
to add, John, to add the description in Spanish, just using that segment. No need to go through all the different categories to find the product and to check, oh yeah, there isn't. Don't need to do that. So it's
it's pretty easy to use as well, and you can keep some of your segments as permanent segments, like the one for missing information on your product data. And you can have temporary ones. It's
there's quite a lot of them, and you can one of them now I didn't do this morning because I wanted to do it with you this morning about if you have manufacturers and suppliers. Today you will need to list all your products in one of the views that has the manufacturer here, and then filter to get the list of all the products linked to a specific manufacturer or specific supplier. But that takes time. You need to do 2 or 3 actions. So you don't do that anymore either. You're just going to create a segment. So either you create a single segment. So I'm just going to call it. So if I can do an automatic supplier one, I'm just going to call it in the catalog still. So I can do an individual segment, and then the type is going to be supplier. So product with a specific supplier, and I'm selecting Abracadabra, for example. And then I've got a segment called supplier one that will list all the products associated to the manufacturer Abracadabra.
You need to refresh, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Since there was a filter.
Yeah. No, it's not this one. It's this one. No, but I didn't save it. Because
There you go.
my mouse is a bit tired today.
Mm.
No, it's not doing it either.
That's
you
the
can
demo effect.
create a segment with a specific manufacturer or a specific supplier. But we've added to make it easier, because if you have loads of suppliers and loads of manufacturers and you want to have all of them, instead of making you create a segment one after another, if you have 10 or dozens of manufacturers, for example, we can create a structure, like a segment structure, with all your manufacturers or on all your suppliers. So they're called dynamic segments. So I'm going to put manufacturers. Okay. So my manufacturer, so I can drag and drop just to reorganize the order of my segments. And my type of the dynamic is product with manufacturers. There's only two at the moment, just the structure of all my manufacturers or suppliers. I can decide to display whether the manufacturers are active or not. So I can just do inactive, only active manufacturers, and the products, all of them. But I can also select if it's going to be active or not. I'll close this and then I'll refresh. And now I have, you see, a segment called manufacturer, and within I have all manufacturer's name. And I can select Nike, and I will have the product associated to the manufacturer Nike. So no need to have display all the products and then filter by manufacturer or supplier XYZ. You just create your segments. We create them all. If you add a new manufacturer tomorrow, it will be added automatically to that segment structure, because dynamic automatic is just, you just do it once, and then we manage to add information if need be. If I disable one of these manufacturer, because I asked to display only the active ones, it will obviously disappear from that one. Or if I change the manufacturer to Jolie, for example, so it's not going to be in Nike anymore. So if I refresh, it's not there anymore, but it's going to be here. Okay. So it's really dynamic. It's really useful. Everything is made for you to save time and be more efficient and do more with your shop. So don't hesitate to use that. And this is we're only talking about the
catalog part,
part. But because we've got orders as well and the customers, we also have segments in orders and in customers. So to list the corresponding orders or to list the corresponding customers with that specific criteria, exactly the same as the products, but obviously the criteria are different because they apply to orders and customers. So if I go back here, and you can one product segment can interact with a order segment or a customer segment. So this morning I did that, for example, with the product using the feature white. Okay, I did that in the product, but now I want to see the orders associated to that. Okay, so I want to list the orders that include product that uses that feature, because I want to see if what the income is on these. I can do that. I took the feature, but now I've selected the manufacturer here. I can create a segment to see that show me all the orders that include a product from Nike, for example. You see if the total amount of these orders are correct or not, if I keep that supplier or not. Up to you to decide what you want to do. It's the same as a product. The action behind it, the reason why you want to do that segment is up to you, and it can be X, Y, Z again. Our purpose is to give you that information, and then you can do your action. So for orders, it's mainly to do statistics.
Reports,
reports and statistics. And you can do that in the customers to get the list of customers who bought at least one product of that feature red, or at least one product of supplier or manufacturer, Nike or whatever. You can do whatever you want. So you can create single segments and then link them together to obtain that information. So for the customer, for example, so if I go to the customer interface, I've got a customer rep again. I have my list of segments. Well, on this example, I only have one. And when I click on it, I get the list of all the customers who have at least bought one product with that feature. And I can create a view called email, because I only have that email. I can even remove ID. And then I use the
quick export,
which is a copy paste, because we can, like Excel, lines and columns. When I click on it, I've got this window. This window is what's at the back. And then on my keyboard, I can do a copy. Then I go to Brevo or SendMail, MailJet, or whatever mail system you're using. Put that in your mail module, and then send them an email saying, well, next week we're having new product with feature white, etc., or whatever the reason. But the goal here again is to just get that list of emails to do your marketing actions behind it.
So, in other words, you can simply set up a marketing campaign using Store Commander based on a specific criteria. And that's it. That's just stunning, because it doesn't take long to find out which customer has bought which product and then export that data and use it as you want.
Yeah, completely. So this is just one example, of course, but I created a few this morning, but I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. If I take the customers, for example, to see the list of types. So this one is the list of customer who order at least one product that is included in segment. And then I've got the list of segment created as well. Or customers from a specific customer group, according to an order amount as well, or a number of amounts, order registered between 2 dates, or a particular country, eventually, who didn't order since.
That's very interesting as well.
So you can really do a lot of things because we have that information in your database, and therefore we creating these segments with those specific type for you to get all this information very quickly, so you can act upon it. So I think that's pretty good, and it's the same with the orders. So I'm just selecting the orders one, just to show the list of possible segments you can do. So orders with the product with manufacturer X or supplier, with order states or the filters, orders written product in the last X months. You can do really. I'll just come back here, between 2 dates or order in the last X days. Plenty. And because and you can do the operator as well, so you can create different types, individual segments, and then you can create another segment. For example, here I've got I selected I wanted to show the list of products that is including in one category, and the ones that are not excluded in another category, for example. So single segment, okay. And then after that, I create another segment that will do an operator. So in either intersection, so the common elements of the 2, 3, 4 segments, or the subtraction, so only the one outside the segment selected, or the union, so just the total of like segments. So when you use that, you've got all the list of segments you created, so you can regroup them. So it's just beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, there's almost no limits. That's what I was saying.
That's right.
And if you have any ideas of a new segment that does not exist, please do not hesitate to contact us. We will be more than happy to add it to the tool.
But all those segments can be used, and when you install Commander as well, I mean the customers, you've got the interface customization tool that allows you to customize your interface of your Store Commander, because we've got specific views. But like I created a view with just email, but you can create any of your views as well, because you've got the list. Like I'm on the customer side, but you've got all the list of available fields. So don't hesitate to create your own little dashboard,
Mhm.
so that when you select the segment, you have the information of that segment. So customers, for example. But here I wanted to just get the email, so I just create a view with just the email, because there is no point to me displaying those customers in that view, because I don't want the addresses. I
Mhm.
just want the email. So instead of copy and pasting and then having to remove from the Excel, again, we're here to save you time.
Yeah.
So you create a view with just the information you need to see, just like mine, who's just email, and that's it. You don't need anything else. So you can also use that interface customization to display that information of the content of the segment you created before, whether it's customers or orders. So if I go to the orders one, so again, I didn't create, I created only one. So this the orders
Mhm.
of that feature. So now I've got the list of feature. But same again, I don't want all that information, because then, my boss asked me to send in the list of these orders, but I don't want to send him all that. I don't want to spend time putting that in Excel and then removing the information, etc., because I want to save time. And I'm using Store Commander, so I'm supposedly saving time with it. So I create a view called CA, for example, where I have
Mhm.
the currency and the total paid for the orders of that segment I created, and then I copy paste into Excel. So it's
Yeah.
just
Very easy
really
to get
quick.
reports.
It's quick and efficient. So this is
Mhm.
what we want with Store Commander: quick and efficient.
Yeah.
And in a product, but if you send in the products, you just our products is different because you can copy paste as well in Excel, but
Mhm.
usually in on the products catalog is to do an action. So like I
Yeah.
said, add features, add a
Create
promotion,
promotions. Mhm.
categories, etc., etc. Web prices, margins. There's an awful lot more in the products because there's a lot more to do in on products than there are on the customers' orders.
Enough.
So did we go through everything?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Another
So
statement.
do we have any questions? I don't know if I go back
So
to
far, so good.
if I go to
I
the slide, product sale, customers, update catalog. Yeah, okay. So I think we go through. After there's lots of possibilities, so we can obviously talk about segmentation for another
4
hour
hours.
or 4 or whatever, all day if you want. But
Yeah.
we're not going to be doing that this morning. Yeah, that's it. So now it's over to you. So I don't know whether there have been questions in the either on the chat or in the
In the
question.
question tab, nope.
Don't hesitate if you have questions now, please. This is the time. It's very clear.
We know you love that tool. Yep, that's true.
Fine, Laura. I'm sure you do too if you have a
Yeah.
plus plan, because the segmentation is in the plus plan. So if you go into your Store Commander, you don't have access to it, this will be because you don't have the plus plan. So don't hesitate to go into your account on our website and then upgrade your plan to the plus plan. And if you want to test it beforehand, like I said, don't hesitate to create a demo,
Yeah.
and you will be able to test it. If you don't really know how to, or if you want more information, again, the little red bubble on the website or on within your Store Commander, and we can make we can do a meeting like in a Visio like this one, and we can show you and we can answer your questions as we go along. So
Mhm.
don't hesitate. We're available
Yep.
whenever, especially when
From Mondays to Fridays.
that's right, yeah, Mondays to Fridays.
Mhm.
What time wise is 9 till 5:30, but
Yep.
Paris time, so depending on which country you live. But if we send a message and you're not here, we'll reply obviously the next day.
Yeah.
So please don't hesitate to ask questions and test the information and the tools, because it's going to be your ally. And like the presentation says, segmentation is going to be really your secret weapon. Thank you for
Totally. Yeah.
Tim for having found this title, because although I love segmentation, but this secret weapon is just perfect.
Perfect. Yeah. It fits perfectly.
Yeah. Thank you, Lawrence, for your message on the chat. So excellent. So the replay is available just afterwards. So if you want to
Mhm.
review again the webinar, no problem. And again, please do give us a call or send us an email or use a chat if you have any more questions on that subject or any other subject for that matter.
And thank you very much,
Sebastien, I
Sonia.
don't know whether I have.
You've covered everything,
Yeah.
and I believe we will see each other next year now on
Yes.
the
So
next
have a
webinar.
good end of 2025, and
Yep.
we'll see you with new stuff in
Yep.
2026. Have a lovely day. Thank you, Sebastien, and
Have a
thank you
nice
everyone for
day.
coming. Take care.
Thanks to everyone.
Speak
Bye
soon.
bye.
Bye.